Some of the best food I had in India was street food. And every little food stall was cooking up something spicy, something delicious. A little teaspoon of oil. I'm gonna toast off a teaspoon of cumin, mustard seeds, a touch of salt and pepper. Lightly fry them off. It's really important to cook off the spices. It intensifies the flavour, but really draws out that nice, spicy, deep, rich flavour. So, onion, 3 fingers, 1 in front, 2 behind, nice and fine. Onions in. Now, we're going to caramelise those onions. Mustard seeds have started to infuse. Cumin has that nice kick. Now, we'll put a little touch of butter in there. Get it nice and sort of rich. Gas up nice and high and really caramelise those onions now.
Once the onions have turned a rich golden colour,
that's what I'm looking for. That is beautiful.
Add baby spinach.
Keep that pan nice and hot. If you don't cook it out, the actual breakfast ends up watery.
When the spinach is cooked, set aside and it's on to the spicy eggs.
Now the breakfast really starts to come alight. 4 nice eggs. Now give those eggs a little whisk, a little touch of butter into the pan, a little teaspoon of oil so the butter doesn't burn.
When the butter and oil are hot, add a teaspoon of garam masala and turmeric.
Cook that out. Now, take your eggs into the pan. Almost gonna make like a really nice, spicy scrambled egg. Turn the gas down. Now, as the scrambled egg comes together, just finish that with a little bit of butter. I quite like the sort of creaminess. Makes it so much more delicious. And then from there, I get my spinach. Chop up. And then fold in the spinach to a scrambled egg. Something quite exciting about eating spice for breakfast, but it's served in these wonderful little thin naan breads.
This will work with any flatbread or wrap you fancy.
And then lightly toast your naan.
Take the eggs off the heat. Whilst you get on with the last job, add quick mint and spice yogurt dressing.
A couple of tablespoons of fresh yogurt in. There's always something to take out the heat.
Then add chopped mint, salt and turmeric.
Mix that in. Now, take a scrambled egg and half fill the naan. God, it smells incredible. Get your yogurt. Cool that down on top. Then lift that over. And for me, that's what really stands out with street food in India. How delicious they can make street food with a little bit of spice. Amazing.
Once you try this spicy wrap, I promise you, scrambled eggs will never taste the same.
In order to make sure that the batter stays nice and crispy and the fish stays nice and firm, the secret is to season the fish. Salt and pepper. That will draw out the moisture and that will keep the fish really nice and firm.
Put it in the fridge for around 10 minutes to let the seasoning work its magic.
Now, the batter. As always, when making any batter, always sieve the flour. I want a bit of heat in the batter, so a nice teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Season the flour, salt and pepper. And then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This almost lightens the load with the batter. Now, ginger beer. It gives that batter this sort of unique, spicy, individual flavour. It's delicious with the fish. And a nice tablespoon of oil. Just basic vegetable oil gives it a nice sheen. Give that a good mix. You really want it. Almost like the consistency of double cream. Too thin, and the batter runs off, especially when it hits the fryer. Too thick, and it actually prevents the fish from getting cooked. So you've got to get it to that, just that sort of double cream texture.
Let it rest for as long as possible to give you an even textured batter. Now, the season should have worked its magic and drawn out the excess moisture from the fish. So it's on to the next stage.
Fish has gone slightly firmer. Perfect for frying.
Start by coating the fish in flour seasoned with pepper.
pat that nice and dry into your hands so you haven't got any excess flour. The flour stops the batter from running off the fish. I'm just going to check to see if my oil's ready by putting a little touch of batter into the fryer. You see it bubbling straight to the very top. That tells you that the oil is ready. Never really ever fill the pan above halfway. If the oil starts to get too hot, first thing you do, turn off the gas. Second thing, add some oil into it to cool it down. Hold the fish by the corner, literally put it in and roll it round.
Then gently slap the fish on the sides of the bowl to get rid of excess batter.
Now, in and lay away. And just gently drop it in. Twist your pan. That stops it from sticking at the bottom. Oil should be gently sort of bubbling away. But notice as we're frying the fish, there's no spitting of any water from the fish.
Fry the fish for 3 to 5 minutes, gently turning halfway through. Once the batter's golden and crisp, it's ready.
And look, they look stunning. It's like these big, crispy pillows of beautifully textured cod.
Leave the fish to rest on a kitchen towel to blot excess oil. Meanwhile, it's quick and easy chili minted mushy peas.
Now, the mushy peas, a little teaspoon of olive oil and a nice knob of butter into the pan. Shallot, finely chopped. That adds a bit of sweetness to the peas. Shallots into the pan. Chili. Peas are delicious. When you eat peas and they're slightly spicy, they're even better. Garlic in the peas. Sweat off the chili, the garlic and the shallots.
Before the peas join those spices, simply blanch in salted boiling water, infused with their perfect partner. Fresh mint, stalks and all.
And then put your frozen peas in. Now, once the peas have gone nice and soft, drain them. Now, take off the stalks and then add your peas to the shallots. I love that sound. Mix all that chili and garlic in there. A little seasoning. Finishing the frozen peas off like this. Absolutely delicious. Onto your board, crush. Now, you cannot beat crushed, delicious peas. Look at that. Those peas, it's incredible.
Top with chopped mint. Chili minted mushy peas, so simple and perfect with easy ginger beer battered fish.
A nice spicy, crispy batter. And that just reaffirms the importance of comfort food. If you're going to do it properly. Oh.
My spicy twist is proof you can update a comforting classic. And the best way to eat this is with crispy buttered sauté potatoes cooked with garlic, rosemary and thyme. To take this happy food to a whole new level.